Consider a healthy adolescent male. He goes to school, hangs out with friends, and maintains a stable academic and social life. Then, he encounters a minor everyday stressor. He catches a routine cold, studies late for a test, or goes through a brief period of high stress. He lies down to rest, and he does not wake up. The brief nap stretches out, pulling him into an unnatural cycle where he sleeps for 15 to 20 hours every day. A patient might wander into the kitchen and compulsively consume massive amounts of food, driven by an urge that exceeds normal human hunger. These alarming, disruptive behavioral shifts contradict the whimsical nicknames sometimes applied to this condition, sleeping beauty syndrome. An active episode overwrites the patient's personality and conscious awareness. After days or weeks lost to sleep, the episode ends. The patient snaps back to their baseline behavior, retaining little to no memory of the preceding events. This immediate return to function makes diagnosis difficult. By the time a family secures an appointment with a specialist, the doctor sees a healthy teenager sitting in the exam room. Clinicians must undertake a process of ruling out chronic conditions that share overlapping symptoms, evaluating the patient for clinical depression, narcolepsy, and idiopathic hypersomnia. This shows standard sleep architecture. Between episodes, a KLS patient sleep study matches this stable baseline. But if clinicians capture an active episode on a monitor, the data shifts. Total sleep time skyrockets into an off-the-charts anomaly. Kleine-Levin syndrome acts as a medical ghost, appearing in unpredictable surges of dysfunction before vanishing. The exact cause of the disorder remains elusive, though researchers suspect an autoimmune or inflammatory response following a recent viral infection. This brain cross-section highlights the primary suspect for the system failure, the hypothalamus, the central control room. The extreme hypersomnia maps to this structure because it regulates the body's daily sleep cycle. The uncontrollable eating originates here as well. The hypothalamus controls appetite, and during an episode, those signals are pushed to their limit. Finally, the apathy, irritability, and personality shifts manifest because it influences emotional regulation. KLS is a specific, localized system failure where the brain's basic survival drives malfunction simultaneously. Because these episodes strike without warning, they exact a massive functional toll. The disorder threatens high school exams, early career prospects, and social relationships. Without a definitive cure, families rely on supportive care. They must supervise the patient, ensure their safety, and monitor their nutrition and hydration during the lost weeks. Doctors occasionally prescribe stimulants to reduce sleepiness or mood stabilizers to manage behavioral shifts, though the clinical results vary from patient to patient. This timeline illustrates the long-term prognosis. KLS is generally self-limiting. The episodes peak early on, but decrease in frequency over an 8 to 12-year period until they disappear. The weight of the disorder is the relentless, unpredictable theft of a critical developmental decade. By their late 20s, patients usually outgrow the condition. They emerge from the final episode with their cognitive and physical baseline intact. Observing this condition forces the medical community to recognize that sleep is linked to conscious behavior, our daily appetite, and emotional control. Sleep is an active neurological state that dictates human behavior. Kleine-Levin syndrome reveals how our waking identity relies on these hidden, fragile mechanisms.